Hi guys, this is Brandon here with Anime Night Streaming Event 4. Okay, so basically what I kind of went over last time was a couple of unboxing segments with Mob Psycho 100 Blu-ray Volume 1. I also went over some announcements in regards of events that I'm going to be doing, as well as shows that I'm watching for the Fall Anime 2016 season. So basically what I'm going to go through tonight is I'm going to do the unboxing segment as usual. I'm also going to be talking about upcoming events, most of which that I've already kind of gone over the last streaming event. And then I'm also going to talk about, for the unboxing segment, is going to be a comparison with the erased Blu-ray box set from Japan and also the US edition. So we're going to kind of take a look at that. So first up is the Cowboy Bebop event. It's going to be at a private theater through a good friend of mine, and it only has 16 seats available. And I've already sent out invitations, and it's going to be really fun. We're watching all 26 episodes, and I've got a few prizes lined up. Thanks to some people that donated, I'll be getting the Blu-ray Complete Series and a few wall scrolls. So kind of look forward to that on December 9th and 10th. They'll actually start at 5 p.m. and go until 10 p.m., which is really cool because we're going to be watching 13 episodes each. Next up is going to be on January 11th is the Anime Nights Paranoia Agent. Part 2. It starts at 7 o'clock and goes till 10 p.m. And the lineup is just going to be episodes 7 through 13. I had a great turnout on the first part back in September, and kind of hope that the second part gets the same kind of amount of people and stuff. It's just a really good anime by Satoshi Kon. And it's very, very dark and explores human nature and is kind of like a crime-solving anime. And it plays with the imagination a little bit too. It's really neat. So that'll be on January 11th. After that is going to be January 13th. It's going to be on a Friday. So I've got 2 events actually planned that same week. This is kind of what I did last January for the anime holiday party. I call it the anime after holiday party. And this will include anime series that had a single episode that was holiday themed or Christmas themed. This includes Polar Bear Cafe episode 37, Santa Company, which was a Kickstarter project originally, which I have the Blu-ray for. Love Hina Christmas Special, which was a classic done in the late 90s. We've also got the Tokyo Marble Chocolate OVAs. And the feature film is going to be Tokyo Godfathers, which the club had actually watched last January, but it's like the best anime to watch during the holidays. So that'll kind of wrap things up for 2016. Going into 2017, is going to be an animation genre spotlight. It's Josei. And I was originally going to do this in December, but I had to push the Cowboy Bebop event back a little bit further. And so this is leading into 2017 alongside Paranoia Agent Part 2. So the Josei event is going to be on January 25th, and it starts at 7 o'clock, and it goes until 10 p.m. And this lineup includes Honey and Clover, Ristorante Paradiso, Natsuyuki Rendezvous, Nodame Cantabile, Nana, and Kids on the Slope. Some of the prizes, courtesy of Right Stuff, is Ristorante Paradiso, the DVD box set. Also a Nana DVD box set, it's box set 1. And then also Natsuyuki Rendezvous Blu-ray box set. So that'll be kind of nice too. So thank you for Right Stuff for providing me with the Ristorante Paradiso DVD box set as well as the screener. And I also have a bunch of swag items, which if you saw my last streaming event, that actually has all the information about the little items I'm going to be giving away. Next up is going to be the only event that I have slated for February, and that is another studio spotlight. Last year I did Manglobe, and this coming year I'm going to be doing Studio AIC. Studio AIC was known for a lot of animated works in the 90s. Nowadays they still produce anime, but they do a lot of key animation, and that's really where their focus lies. But a lot of the stuff that came out of the 90s was very popular, including Record of Lotus War, Tenchi Muyo, which will be 2 of the series that we're going to be watching. We're only going to be watching the first episode of each one of these. And it'll also include El Hazard, as well as Nightwalker Midnight Detective, one of my favorites. Now and Then, Here and There, which is a dystopian anime series about kids living in this world and trying to understand it. And then you've got Oh My Goddess, which is a fantastic harem anime classic. So that's what I have lined up there. I don't have any prizes at all for that one. But if anyone is interested in donating anything, please contact me at the Anime Nights Underground Facebook page or at beatslars@gmail.com. In March, I've only got one event planned, and it's the 4K presentation of Bleach. It's episodes 1 through 6, and we're just going to be watching those. We might actually end up watching the first movie, which is kind of a nice teaser into the rest of the series, all the way up until episode 50 or so. So that would be kind of a nice treat. So I may do that as well. That will start at 7 p.m. I've kind of moved everything from 8 p.m. to 7 because you kind of get out a little bit earlier, and it's nicer to do it that way. Last but not least, I've got the Attack on Titan Marathon on April 7th and 8th, and this is going to lead up to season 2. That's supposedly going to air in the spring of next year. And it'll be 2 days, and so the first day on April 7th is a Friday, and it's going to start at 5 p.m. like many of the other marathons I've done, and it'll stretch all the way to 10 p.m. This will actually include episodes 1 through 13, and then we're going to watch the first 2 OVAs, so it might run over a little bit. And then day 2, which is the 8th, and that's a Saturday, that's going to have episodes 14 through 25. And includes the Levi backstory episodes, as well as I think the Distress OVA. So we're going to be watching those, which is really exciting. The other event I have is in May, and it's a special superhero event. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. But if anyone is interested in helping out, just let me know. It's going to be a pretty big event, and it is going to be a full marathon. So you can kind of scratch your brains as to what that might be. It could be Tiger and Bunny. It could be Hero Man. Really anything that's superhero related. But look forward to that. That'll be probably the 2nd or 3rd week of May. So that's it for events that I have planned. And then the usual streaming events that'll be the 3rd week of every month. So that's it on that. Next up is the unboxing segment. What I have planned for this is I'll kind of go through, like usual, go through Japanese retail releases and US releases and kind of go over the packaging and the style and artwork and things like that. And so first up is the 91 Days Blu-ray Volume 1. This has got to be the strangest release I've ever seen because it is so bare bones. It does not include English subtitles, but the actual on-disc menu is in English. So I don't know. It's kind of strange. But this is what it comes with. It comes with this code, because I got the Amazon Japan edition. And this is really all that it comes with. There's no special insert. There's no illustration book. I've been looking online at the other volumes, and I haven't really been seeing anything. So this actually includes just episodes 1 and 2. Now, I will say the Blu-ray is a huge improvement over the TV broadcast. There's a scene with a ship in episode 2 that gets a huge makeover. Just colors are redesigned. Just entire sequences are completely redrawn, facial animation, and some of the dialogue is a little bit different as well. So I'll be curious to see if any fan subgroups kind of pick this up. But this is the 91 Days Volume 1. So there really isn't a lot. And what's even stranger about this is it's Universal that actually, I think it's Universal that brought it out. No, it's Joshiku, which they actually brought out all the Bleach film releases, and those were actually packed heavy with a lot of stuff. So I'm actually kind of wondering why they kept this so light in terms of content. But the artwork is still original. It's done by the character designer of the anime. So I'm kind of like curious to see what Volume 2 is going to have. So that's Volume 1. Next up is Mob Psycho 100, Volume 2. This one actually includes episodes 3 and 4. And it also has a little animated short like the previous one did. This also came with a really cool pin as well, like a button. Each volume comes with one. And it's really nice. I like the style of these, just because the artwork is just, this actually pops out at you. It's kind of etched on there a little bit, along with the logo. And then this is actually a wraparound insert, like many of the Blu-ray releases do in Japan. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this, see what this is. They did a nice job on Volume 1. Once again, there was a huge improvement for the release. Many times they'll do that, which I'm also wondering how they're going to handle the rest of Gangsta if it ever gets released. So I'm going to go ahead and get this open here. Okay. And they always do such a fine job of packaging this. I mean, this is really, the plastic shrink wrap is really on there. So this is Volume 2, and once again, it comes with another insert and everything. And I really like the artwork to this. It also comes with the usual Warner Brothers deal where it kind of promotes it. And then it also comes with, there's also an event ticket with this one as well, which is really neat. But it comes with this, this booklet. And I have not actually seen this. It actually has Dimple on there, which is really cool. I like his character. He's really funny. And then a lot of the students that are featured in the anime. And I would imagine they'll do a season 2. And then some of the illustrations. And actually, I think there's some of the changes on here as well from the TV broadcast, which is really neat. But it's cool that these booklets actually go through each episode and kind of discuss the sequences, and there's staff interviews, and these are neat. I believe these might be the end cards on this side here. So that was the Mobcycle 100 booklet. And then it's got Dimple in the back. Go ahead and move that up close so you can get a good look. And then here's what the actual front of it looks like too, which is really cool. It's really neat. And then it just kind of pans out, and you've got all these original illustrations on it, which is really cool. I really like the one up top here for episode 3. It's really, really cool. It's just done so neatly. And then it also goes, like, if you pop open the disc, I mean, there's really no illustration, but it just has staff information, and like who designed the jacket and stuff like that, the cover art and everything, because it's done by animators of the series and the manga. The actual creator won. So I'm actually really impressed with this show. I think I might like, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up between this and One Punch Man, which one I like better. But they did a nice job on both. And then let me grab that button. I'll show you guys what that looks like, because that's really neat. And here's the little button it comes with, the Amazon Japan exclusive. It's Raigen, which is really cool. That's really neat. I really like this one. So that was Blu-ray Volume 2. That was the Amazon Japan edition, which I believe that one comes with a storage box. A lot of the stuff actually comes with it. So it'll be really, really cool to kind of see and everything. So next up is the Kiznaiver box set. The storage box came with Volume 6. All the other ones came with other incentives and everything. And actually, Mobcycle 100, thank you, mystery person thing, for reminding me. This thing was supposed to come with stickers, which, it did. Here are the stickers. So these are the stickers, which is really, really cool. I'm so tempted on buying another one of these and just putting them on a bag or something. That's really, really cool. Check that out. It's really awesome. I have a few other releases. I may have mentioned this before. I've got a few other ones that come with stickers, and Michiko to Hachin was one of them. And I think Samurai Flamingo actually had stickers in all their releases, which is really cool. So it's kind of neat that you get all that stuff. But the stickers were actually encased inside here rather than inside the book itself, like the disc jacket, which Volume 1 wasn't like that. So it must have been stuck in there. But thank you, mystery person thing, for bringing that to my attention, because I had remembered they had stickers, but completely forgot about it. All right, so next up is Kiznaiver, Volumes 1 through 6. Now, my last streaming segments, I went through each of the volumes, and I'll kind of go through them again. I won't go through them in detail, except Volume 6, but you can kind of check those out on my channel. So here is Volume 1. Really like the artwork on this one. This is Volume 1, and this one actually includes a drama CD, which is really neat. And I love the artwork. It's just so good. And it's nice that the storage box actually can hold all these volumes with the inserts, because I've got a few of them that don't actually, you can't keep the inserts intact. Blood Blockade Battlefront, Kekai Sensen, didn't actually have their storage box for Amazon Japan edition only could hold 5 volumes instead of all 6. But it's funny because they didn't know that the show was going to be more than 5 volumes, so they had already made the storage box. So I've got that one, unfortunately, which it'll probably be a nice collector's item. So I've got that. And then the other one is Volume 2. And I really like the artwork on this one too. This one's really neat. I just kind of wish that many of these releases came with subtitles. It'd be nice for a lot of people, and I'm sure it'd sell a lot more too. Here is Kiznaiver Volume 3. It's kind of a nice release there. Volume 2 comes with the first soundtrack, and the music score to the show is really good. Here is Volume 4. I love Nico. She is so funny. That one. And each, if you buy the volumes at a specific retailer, you get a huge tapestry poster, like a cloth tapestry. A B2 size poster is what they call them. I think Animate actually offers one, but then you also get an A4 sized poster as well, which is really, really neat. The one for, I think, Wonder Goo or Gamer has Sonozaki on it, and it's really, really cool. And then here is Volume 5. This is a nice release. I think this is the one that actually came with the soundtrack, Volume 2. And this is a good release too. And each volume actually has exclusive artwork to it, which is really neat too. It kind of coincides with the front and back covers, so it features only those characters. That was Volume 5. And last but not least is Volume 6. This features Agata, and he's actually smiling in this one. And then Sonozaki and Agata when they were kids, which is kind of a nice illustration for the final volume. So this one actually has a really neat illustration on the inside. This one has a full collection of, it's like the whole cast of the anime. It's even got Bluray on here, somewhere around here. And just has like the mascot from the show, and there's Nico down there. It's just a nice release. It's funny because when I checked out the website, I thought this was going to be the artwork for the storage box. So I was pleasantly surprised when I got it. And then this one comes with a drama CD as well, which I haven't checked out yet. But then it's also got just has a simple gray background when you pop open the discs, which is really neat. And I also like the artwork featured because normally it's the artwork that's on the cover, which is really cool. So that was Kiznaiver Volume 6. It also comes with a booklet, a gallery booklet, like all the other ones do. And it also has drawn illustration of the front and back cover. This one actually focuses on episodes 11 and 12. So it's kind of nice. And it kind of gives an overview, too, of the whole series as a whole. And then here's 12. I won't show too much of that if anyone hasn't seen the show. It's got a really nice illustration, too, with Sonozaki and the mascot. I can't remember the mascot's name. And then it's also got an interview with the director, as well as a producer. And it's got some storyboard illustrations, which I kind of wish that they would include like replicas of the storyboards and this stuff. It would just be so cool. And then we've got that as well, which is the final piece to that. It's kind of a shame that these didn't come with stickers. That would have been very neat. It also comes with the usual Aniplex Plus subscription deal. So that was volume 6. So then this is actually a good release too. It's just really, really nice. I really like this. They did a fine job on the artwork, and just everything just kind of came together nicely. This one actually came with an insert, kind of like the other ones did on the bottom, but it wrapped around the storage box, kind of like the Snow White volumes did, volumes 4 and 4, 8, and 12. So this one doesn't have its own insert. It just included in the storage box. Now the storage box is neat because it features the mascot throughout the entire thing. I mean, this is really cool. It's really, really neat. And the material is nice. This chipboard box stuff, and it's like a heavier material than what even most US licensors use. It just has a really, really thick feel to it. And it's real sturdy too. So it can protect the volumes and things like that. And they just slide in real nicely too, which is really good. So that was Kiznaiver. And it can actually go in any direction too. I mean, just a nicely done storage box. Really like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put these volumes back in here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this segment. If you do have any feedback, be sure to comment on the chat. If you have any questions or anything about a particular show, or if you want me to cover something I didn't go over last segment, we can kind of go over that as well. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. Is the Kiznaiver set. Just it's expensive, but it's nice. And it's great that the soundtracks are included as well. So it just fits nice and snug in there. What's interesting though is Volume 1 is actually a lot thicker than the other ones, and I think it might just be because it comes with a larger booklet that kind of introduces the anime and stuff. So that was Kiznaiver entire series. So I hope you enjoyed that one. All right, last but not least is, well, I've also got One Punch Man, which I can kind of go over. So let me go grab that. All right, so One Punch Man. This is done by the same creator of Mob Psycho 100. But the nice thing about this anime is that the retail releases, at least the Blu-rays, have English subtitles. It's done by Emotion, which they're known for adding English subs to their releases. So it's kind of nice that they offer that. So it's good. Here is Volume 1. This one actually includes episodes 1 and 2 and a special OVA. And what's really neat is the OVAs are all subtitled. This is a nice release. It's got a nice insert and stuff in there too. So this is Volume 1, and it's cool because this thing kind of pulls out and everything. And it's got kind of a rough style to it, like an etching. This comes with a gallery booklet. It's a One Punch Man. They call it a Note Volume 1. It's a compass, and it's considered secret. Really funny. But it actually has artwork of the characters and, you know, the usual stuff that a Blu-ray release would have, just like the Kiznaiver stuff I showed you had. So that's really neat too. Really like that one. Oh, and then there's the villains, Mosquito, voiced by Miyuki Sawashiro. Awesome seiyuu, just incredible. And that also goes into the OVA as well, which is really neat. And the enemy that shows up there, which is cool. And the OVAs are about 12 minutes long, 12 to 15 minutes. And so it's kind of nice that they kind of have an extra feature to it. Here is the insert for this one, like the jacket of it, and that's the that's actually the front, and then this is the back, and that's Saitama right there. This includes a special CD, and it's also the Amazon Japan edition. So it also has a redemption code. It's got all these extra like pamphlets and stuff in there too. But here's what this release looks like. So if you love the show, I highly recommend getting this because it does have English subtitles. So support the show and buy it. I think the first couple of volumes are on discount right now, just because the show's been out for a while. It aired last October, and I think the first volume came out in December. October, no, wait, November or December, somewhere around there. And yeah, so I think this one is actually on sale on Amazon and CD Japan and Rakuten. So if you are interested, you should pick it up. So that was volume 1. And you can also flip the cover too, so it can look like that as well. It's kind of neat that they did that. So that's pretty cool. I like this release. I think the show is hilarious, and they just did such a fine job with it. Just really cool. So I think the animated edition actually includes a storyboard deal as well. Each volume did. But unfortunately, I couldn't get a hold of that one. So then the insert just kind of slides in like that. So that was volume 1. There is a storage box for that one, but it is near impossible to find. I'm still looking for it, but yeah. I think it was Animate that offered it, or maybe Gamer Store. So I'm going to go and open up volume 2, which I haven't even opened yet. I've got like a pile of Amazon Japan redemption codes. All these. Yeah, that's all stuff I need to redeem. So this is volume 2. Like before, I mean, it's got a nice packaging to it, and the plastic wrap just kind of slides out like so. So this is volume 2, and I haven't even opened this yet. So yeah, as you can tell, this features Genos on the front, and the back is really cool. And I really like the art. Ooh, this one's nice. It's got the fire effects on there, which is really cool. And then on the other side, it's Saitama. I think each volume actually has Saitama on the back, just doing like an everyday activity or something. And this one also has a special CD as well. It includes episodes 3 and 4 and another OVA. And the OVA actually ties into Genos' story. It takes place, I think it takes place right in the middle of episode 2. Because you know how like the episodes are done in parts. I think it takes place right after, no, it takes place right after episode 2 with Mosquito Girl. No, wait, that's episode 1. Yeah, I think it takes place right after episode 1. And it's only like 15 minutes long, and it's really funny. He encounters gangsters or something, from what I remember. This one doesn't actually include a booklet, I don't believe. Oh yeah, it does. One Punch Man Note Volume 2, Compass, Secret. This one has artwork of Genos, and then some artwork of him during sequences throughout episodes 3 and 4. And it's also got the villains that were featured, like the mad scientist and the enormous boss fight, and then you've got the other ones from episode 4. It also kind of goes into a One Punch Man interview with the mangaka, creator of Mob Psycho 100. And it also has more about the creator. It's like also mixes in a staff interview as well. And there's also like keywords and stuff. And here are the gangsters of the OVA, the bonus episode. So that's really neat too. It also goes in about the special CD as well, which is cool. And that is features Genos primarily, since this is his disc essentially. That's kind of neat that they coincide all the artwork and the episodes themselves on the one character. So that's really neat. So that's volume 2. Here is volume 3. This one features the ninja, which I hope I can open this. Got my pile of Amazon Japan stuff on there. This one has episodes 5 and 6. And once again, this kind of primarily focuses on the ninja. And the color scheme they use, this purple, is kind of a nice addition to it. And it also has an extra episode as well, focusing on his character and stuff. I just like the ridiculousness of the show. Because it's all about superheroes, and like Saitama is trying to be this everyday guy while also, wanting to have a challenge in his life. And it's very funny. It just turns out really, really funny. So here is volume 3. This one also has, I think the font they used for One Punch Man in this same style is how the storyboards look, the production storyboards that come with the animated edition. But this one also has the One Punch Man note. And this one has designs, character designs, the usual stuff. And then the villains, and goes into the actual episodes, and has kind of a staff interview and stuff. I think this one might be with the director. Yeah, it looks like this one is with the director of the anime, Shingo Natsume, who also was the director to Space Dandy. Not the actual general director, but Shingo Natsume got to work under Shinichiro Watanabe. So like the style that Natsume has was kind of represented in this quite a bit. And then this is actually the OVA, the bonus as well, which is English subtitled. So that one's really nice too. I just like how you're able to watch all these bonus episodes and not have to wait as long to get them either fan translated or officially translated by like Crunchyroll or somebody like that. So that's really, really nice. So that was volume 3. Here's volume 4. This features Moomin Rider. Moomin Rider is a very funny character. He's not prevalent in it very much, but he's kind of like an everyday hero. And it reminds me of Samurai Flamenco a lot, just because he tries to use everyday items to achieve superhero status and to become this hero and save people. And he just fails sometimes, but sometimes it just works out depending on the situation. And I just like the artwork on this one because he's so passionate about being this hero. And this one also has a bonus episode as well, which is really neat. And this has episodes 7 and 8. And they have announced a season 2. We just don't know when yet. So until Madhouse or One actually announces it, I mean, we won't really know. I'm going to guess sometime later this year is my guess. Shingo Natsume is going to be busy, well, later in 2017. Shingo Natsume is going to be busy with doing Natsume Ono's adaptation of Aka, which is going to be really cool. And anyway, here's Volume 4. And this one has Saitama. Actually, it doesn't have Saitama. It's got that guy on the back. And this one has another special CD. I think this might be a drama CD as well, featuring Moomin Rider and his Justice. And it also has a secret compass. And I really like the back because it has the whole Justice thing on there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It might be backwards. But here is the character designs. Really, really nicely done. And I also like the villains in these 2 episodes. They were so detailed, like the frog lizard character, and then also another staff interview. Overall they did a nice job with this. And then there's of course the OVA over on this page. And then this small section here is the special CD. It's kind of discussing that and keyword information about the episodes and stuff too, like terminology and all that. You've also got that. So that's Volume 4. So once again, if you do purchase this, you can really kind of purchase this anywhere from like Amazon to Rakuten or even Ami. If you are wanting to get the special bonuses, and you just want to get the regular editions, because these are going to be a lot cheaper, even on Amazon. They're only like $50 instead of $70 or $80 or even $90. Then you can purchase the regular and then go on this website called From Japan. And they actually have auction sites. They're a Tenso service, so they'll ship stuff outside of Japan. And that's how I got my erased Japanese box set back there. And then also like the Snow White volumes 1 through 6 animate storage box that I showed off in my last segment. So you can actually order a lot of rare stuff on there, even like keyframes, production material from like even Gangsta and Bones related stuff, which is cool. Like from Bungo Stray Dogs or even Space Dandy, you can get like storyboards and all that stuff. Really cool. But this is Volume 4. And this is a nice release too. I guess like what they've done with this. Here's Volume 5 featuring the girl. And this is a really nice release too. Once again, it's another Amazon Japan edition. One day, I hope I can redeem all these before they expire. So this is volume 5, and this one features episodes 9 and 10, and then also the special episode as well. I haven't actually seen, I've only seen the OVAs 1 and 2, and I haven't seen all the other ones yet, so kind of waiting to kind of check this out to see what it looks like and stuff, even on Blu-ray. I'm sure it'll be a really, really nice release. This one also has a booklet as well. So it's got that usual One Punch Man font. And then it's also got her on it too, which we don't see very much of in the first season. I'm sure we will in the second. This has a special drama CD as well. And it includes kind of like a in-depth story about her, which is supposed to be really good from what I've heard. So this is the One Punch Man Note Volume 5. And it's got the Fubuki Gumi on the back, which is really funny. So here's the character designs. I'd actually really like to have a full-scale poster of one of the characters from One Punch Man, because I really like the artwork. And these are all like the heroes that show up to try to save the world from being annihilated from aliens. And how typical, it's aliens that actually kind of show up. And then the usual One Punch Man interview, staff interview, and then the bonus episode. It's really cool. And that special CD, drama CD. So that's it on that little booklet. And it comes with the usual Bandai visual stuff. And I'll show you volume 6 here, and then we'll jump straight into the erased sets. Kind of looking forward to that because I haven't opened the US release yet. So I'm looking forward to that one. So then that's volume 5. And then here's volume 6. And also I want to mention, be sure to check out my channel every once in a while, because I will be doing live broadcasts for PlayStation 4. I got one for my birthday a couple months back, and I pre-ordered Final Fantasy 15, and so I'm going to be doing a streaming segment right when I get it. So kind of check that out. It'll be really right when I get the game, when it releases on November 29th. I've been playing the Japanese demo, and it's really good. There's so much stuff, and it's finally an open world, kind of going back to its roots of the original Final Fantasy games, 1 through 9. Because even 10, I mean, it had a small portion of it that was open world, but most of it was linear. Oh, and also 12 was a little bit more open world, but I mean, not by much, but it's still a really good game. So here is the final volume featuring the main villain of season 1. And this has episodes 11 and 12 and a special OVA. I'm not actually sure why they chose yellow for this, because the white font, like the text and stuff, is kind of hard to read. So I'm not really sure why they chose that. It's kind of strange. But it is pretty different compared to what we're used to. This one also has a booklet. And it's got the the extra eyes on there. That's really funny. And it's got the character designs. It's really cool. These final episodes reminded me a lot of Dragon Ball Z. Not in the way it was designed or anything like that. These are some of the other heroes. This guy's great. It just kind of reminded, like, it's a huge villain and alien invasion, and I don't know, just kind of reminded me of it. And then here's another staff interview. And then we've also got the, looks like there's another couple of illustrations on here. See, like that one there. And then this is the bonus memo is the extra OVA, and then that special CD again, kind of like what I mentioned before. I really like the stills they chose from each episode. Really kind of captures the essence of the episode and stuff of what they're kind of talking about. So that's really cool. So that's volume 6. Yeah, like I said before, you can purchase this on Amazon Japan. I know that the dub is on Toonami right now, so I would imagine that somebody is going to release it here in the United States by next year. And the dub is actually really good. It's really funny. So if you're not really into subtitled stuff, check out the dub on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim program, and you can watch it there. I think they have it on their streaming site too. But this is the final volume. So I hope you enjoyed that. Last but not least is Erased. This is one of the best shows that aired in 2016. This is the Japanese release. This storage box is by far my favorite box that I have. Features Kaio Hinatsuki, and I have shown off this box in the last couple of segments. This is an Animate Store exclusive, as well as Amazon Japan, and I think like a dozen other store exclusives. That's only if you bought both volumes, both box sets. I mean, it's illustrated so nicely, and the actual material they use is a lot thicker than even what the Kiznaiver box set uses. So I mean, it is a really nice release. So here is box set 1. This features episodes 1 through 6, and it has a kind of an etching on it. I don't know if you can see that, by Kei Sanba, the original creator. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there we go. So if you can tell, there's the hand holding, and then on this side is the backpack. And I think it might connect actually. And then it also has Kaio in the insert right there, and that was actually drawn on the inside. It's so cool. It's got this really nice, like, matted texture to it as well. And the box is pretty heavy, and this is just box set 1. This one has a nice little insert kind of discussing the features, which I think the features are right, oh yeah, along the spine here. I'll flip it the other way. So it has the specifications, like the video and the audio and stuff. Unfortunately, this doesn't have subs. I so wish it did. I saw the trailer for the English dub, and it looks amazing. I haven't watched the show yet, but I'm going to. This has a booklet. This is a gallery booklet, and it also features Kaio. I don't know if you can see that. And then on this side, there's actually nothing. And so there's like a case file And they just did such a nice job with this. And also they chose these images and stuff to use. I'll just kind of flip through this a little bit. So it's got like an extra chapter in here as well by Kiznaiver. And they detail, they kind of talk about, there's staff interviews in here, cast interviews and stuff, and they talk about the transition from 2006 to 1988 and how that kind of worked in regards to adapting from a manga for a television anime and how that translates to it, which is really, really cool. I just really like all the stills to this. It's really pretty. So that's the little booklet that it comes with. And then it also comes with the usual Aniplex items. This one is neat because this is an extra manga by Kiznaiver. And this one has, I think, artwork on one of these sides. Yeah, this one features Satoru. You can see that there. It's really neat. And this is before 1988. What's really cool is how well designed, like it's got like a glossy finish to it, to the pages and everything, because it is an extra chapter. And it's also got these really cool sketches too. When I saw this, when I first got it, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so neat, because the character designs are done by, because I think these are the actual anime designs. Yeah, well, these are Kiznaiver's designs, and then also they kind of show how it translates to anime format done by the character designer Blue Exorcist for the anime. So that's really cool. And then I really like this one with the footsteps. Really neat. I did an event back in April 6th actually, for the first half, and it turned out wonderfully. It was a lot of fun. I made a Kaio Hinazuki cake and everything. It was cool. So this is the actual set for Volume 1, Boxset 1, episodes 1 through 6. There's the hand on that side, and then the other hand, presumably Kaio and Satoru's. And it kind of folds out like so. And then each section has like a piece of artwork to it. This is really cool because it has so many different pieces to it. Kind of slides out like so. This is disc 1, so that has episodes 1 through 3. Disc 2 is episodes 4, 5, and 6. Disc 3 is interesting. I think it's disc 3. Yeah, it's called the Endless Revival disc. This was not included on the US edition, I believe. And it actually has episodes 1 through 6 and a lower quality than what the first 2 discs have, but they run over and over and over again, kind of like how Satoru has his revival ability. So it just runs episodes 1 through 6 endlessly. And then the original soundtrack, Volume 1 by Yuki Kajiura. And then it's also got some really nice artwork too. So like the, I don't know if I can show this, but the mittens are on one, and then they've got, I think they've got, yeah, the helmet on this one. Satoru and Kaio on that one. So overall, I mean, it's a really nice release. I think this one retails for $170. This is the Amazon Japan edition, so it didn't really come with anything other than that serial code bonus that I could get the storage box later on if I ordered Volume 2 as well, Boxset 2. So that's that was Blu-ray Boxset 1. And it fits so nice and snug in there. There's still a little bit of room in there, but it's such a nice release. Now with Boxset 2, which has episodes 7 through 12, I'm not actually going to go over this one until the second US release comes out, just because I want to do like a side-by-side comparison. But I'll give you a little preview of it. This did come out in July 22nd. I think it was June or July. And then here are the specifications on that. It does have the original soundtrack, Volume 2, and it comes with another Endless Revival disc that does episodes 7 through 12 just endlessly. And it's got some different artwork on here. So like if you notice on this, I don't think you can see, oh yeah, you can definitely see it on the black. It's that spider web that's kind of shown throughout the anime, but they don't really explain it until a little bit later, and it kind of trails on and there's the spider. It's really cool. So that was the Japanese release for Erased. This is by far one of my favorite sets I have. I'll be curious to see, because I'm going to try to run a side-by-side comparison of the Japanese and the US release to see how the quality is, if Aniplex USA handled it nicely. Oh, I have these upside down. But overall, I mean, this is such a good release. Just nicely done. And then this is the storage box with Kaio Nazuki. Exclusive illustration just for this. And it's cool because it's got the logo on the back. But I always face her in the front. She's such an adorable character. All right, so last but not least, and the final section of the segment is Erased. This is the Aniplex USA edition. This includes the English dub as well as the subtitle. I think they tried as hard as they could to get this exactly like the Japanese release. They came really close because a lot of the artwork looks very similar. As you can tell, I have never opened it. So it's got a nice slip sleeve in here. I'm going to keep the wrapping because it does have some a nice quality to it. All right, so this is the US release of Erased. As you can tell, it does have that usual kind of outer spine insert deal, like many Japanese releases have. And so it's kind of cool that it's all in English. Aniplex likes to do this for most of the releases. I'd say that they're my favorite company to buy from in the US because they do such a good job at trying to keep the level of quality that the disc manufacturers do for the Japanese releases. So they try the best they can, and it comes off really nicely. The Bakemono Gatari Blu-ray set was done very, very well. It was vastly different to the Japanese single volume sets, but they just do such a nice job maintaining some of the artwork and everything. So this actually has the same exact, well, pretty close finish, like that kind of rough but like matted finish to the box art. It's a lot thinner than what the Japanese release is, but it comes very close, very, very close. And if you notice, once again, there's the artwork, and I think that might be yeah, it's the same exact artwork. That's so cool. So it's got that. It also has the same kind of booklets too. It's also got the hand on the front, just like the Japanese release does. And on the back, it's the same deal. And this one, although it only has 3 discs, it does not include the Endless Revival disc, which I'm okay with. It does come with a proof of purchase, erased volume 1 card, and also an Aniplex questionnaire, like they do with all their releases. And this one does a fine job at maintaining the same level of quality. I think this retails for about $90 on Right Stuff. So Blu-ray disc 1 has episodes 1 through 3. Disc 2 in the middle there is episodes 4 through 6. And disc 3 is the original soundtrack volume 1, which retains all of the songs that the first CD of the Japanese Blu-ray box set 1 had. Very cool. I'm really impressed with this. It also has the same exact artwork on the inside. Very neat. Really like that. It's really cool. This is one of the best releases I think they've ever done in terms of bringing a US release here. Now it doesn't, there's one artwork that's not featured, but all the other stuff is the same because it doesn't have 4 discs, so it's not going to have that 4th piece of artwork to it. It's overall though, I mean, it's okay, so it doesn't feature the helmet, the Wonder Guy helmet, but it does have Kaio and Satoru on both the first disc underlay and the second one. So I'm really impressed with this. This is very cool. Can't wait to check out the dub, which I might check out tonight. This also comes with the 2 booklets. It has the same artwork as before. It has Kaio on this one. You can see that. You can kind of see it. And then Satoru is on the other one. And this one is it's designed a little bit differently. Still, for the most part, it's the same. Because I think the other one might have been horizontal as well. So here is the manga by Kei Sanbei, the exclusive one that was in Japanese Blu-ray box set 1. And it's neat too, because it has the same exact artwork, same print style. It also has all of the illustrations from the original release. Check that out, that's so cool. I think it reads from, I think it reads from left to right. Yeah, it does. So it reads from the US standard of reading manga, it looks like. Maybe not. Let's see here. So I haven't actually checked this out yet. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's the normal. But everything is translated in English. So you can actually read it. It's so cool. It's really neat. They did such a nice job with this. So it is a rough sketches page, a section of pages by the creator. Really cool. I'm really glad I have that. Can't wait to read that, actually. And then this is the booklet that has Kaio on it. This one has the production stuff. And really neat is that it's all translated in English. All of it, every bit. I mean, there isn't a single thing in here. There's Airi, Katagiri, and then there's timeline connection and stuff. Really cool. And then they talk about like cinematography and stuff, and then the storyboards, especially with that cool sequence of Sachiko making dinner. Oh, it's so neat. So cool. And then they go in and they talk about the episodes as well. And then those episode titles are translated. And if you look, I mean, you can even see like the sketches and stuff like that. Oh, this is so cool. I think the only thing this doesn't have is, oh, maybe it does. Okay, so it still has the same, like, the same stills and stuff, which is really cool. And I also got that too. Oh, that's so neat. And this one, I think, has the creditless opening one and ending one as well. Could be wrong. I'll have to look and see. Let's see. It comes with original Japanese and English audio, English and Spanish subtitles, audio commentary for episodes 1 and 6, trailer collections, Texas opening and ending. So it's got the 40-page deluxe book, and then the box, the artwork and everything is done by, that's the animator's name is Keigo Sasaki, the character designer of Blue Exorcist. So all that artwork is original to the Japanese and US release. And then it's got that original soundtrack and everything. I am so impressed with this release. This is so cool. Really, really neat. So that was the erased English edition. And I kind of hope you like the side-by-side comparisons and stuff. So you can check this video out. I will upload it. You can watch it now. If you missed out on most of the segment, you can still check it out. And I will be sure to upload it to the official Facebook page. And you guys can check it out there. So that's it with the Anime Night streaming event for November. December, I will have the next one, and I'll go over 91 Days Volume 2, as well as Mob Psycho 100 Volume 3. And I'll probably pick a title that I've got in there somewhere. Maybe the Death Parade Blu-ray box set or something. Maybe I'll do a comparison with that and the US release. But if you guys have any suggestions, just shoot me an email or contact me on Facebook through Anime Nights Underground. It's a Facebook page. And hope you enjoyed the live broadcast.